I'm J.R. Church. Welcome to today's webcast. Gary Stearman is with me. We're discussing when will the tribulation period begin. Wish we had the answer. We're considering some possibilities, and one is that the asteroid named Apophis was discovered on December 2004 because of its initial observations indicated a small probability that it would strike the Earth in 2029. Well, additional observations provided improved predictions that eliminated the possibility of an impact on Earth or the Moon in 2029. However, a possibility remains that during the 2029 close encounter with Earth, Apophis will pass through a gravitational keyhole, a precise region in space no more than 600 meters across, that would set up a future impact on April 13th, 2036.
Okay.
How about that?
And we're talking here about close encounters, as they use the term, close encounters of the asteroidal kind. Here's an interesting note, JR. In February of 2008, the Planetary Society awarded $50,000 in prize money to companies and students who submitted designs for space probes that would put tracking devices on or near asteroids so that they could actually be tracked, and we'd have some idea of when they were coming around so that we could take some kind of preventive action. That's how serious science is about this problem right now.
Yes.
They're serious.
And there have been a number of people who have made some really good suggestions, according to what I've read on the internet.
Absolutely.
Going up and putting a little probe on, and then the possibility of hitting it with some kind of, not nuclear, but some kind of a bomb to push it out of orbit so that it will not hit the Earth. And there are thousands of asteroids out there, so this could preoccupy science for years to come.
Now, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Revelation, they all talk about various kinds of perturbations in the heavens as the day of the Lord comes near. Here's one that interests me because it uses a term that I am interested in. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 30 and following. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in earth, blood, fire, pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned to darkness, the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Now that's interesting to me because it says before. Mm-hmm. Something prior to the 7-year tribulation is going to perturb the heavens. When God prophesies it, it's going to happen. And I think that's maybe what we're seeing right now.
If that happens before the tribulation period,
yes,
then the tribulation period is not imminent. It has to be on the other side of some kind of astronomical event, which has not happened.
True.
And so we're looking for something that might happen. We don't know exactly how it's going to come about, but it just keeps pushing the tribulation period further down the road, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Now, this would be no new thing if an asteroidal body hit planet Earth. This has happened many, many times in the past. In 1908, of course, we mentioned Tunguska in Russia. The equivalent of perhaps a 15 to 30 megaton bomb hit central Russia. That was a large asteroid. The one that John calls for in Revelation, the size of a mountain, seems to be even larger. And if it hit the sea, as the Bible says, boiling clouds of steam, debris, dust, dirt would go up into the stratosphere, surround the earth, and it would be, as Joel says, the sun could be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. So we may be looking at a pre-tribulational asteroidal collision, and in addition, we may be looking at another one or two during the tribulation.
You know, Gary, if scientists were to chart the asteroids and spend all their time charting asteroids, they could still miss one. Yeah. Because you can't see them. They're not, they're so far out that you can't find them. And so they show up.
Right.
Like in 2004, this Apophis showed up for the first time. Where'd he come from, you know? Did he come out of the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter? Or did he come from the Oort belt, way out beyond Pluto? We don't know where he came from.
We don't know. And here's something interesting. People talk about using cameras to see if they can pick up asteroids in advance. That works fine as long as you're looking away from the sun, where you have reflected light coming back. An asteroid coming out of the sun is totally invisible. Can't see it until, oops, it's already hit. So there you go.
Yeah. We don't know exactly when the tribulation period could begin, but you know, it is not unreasonable to think that it could be in 2030 through 36. It's not unreasonable.
Not at all.
Of course, I'd be long dead and gone by then, at least I would think. But you know what? Let me tell you. Jesus said, you remember, this generation shall not pass away till all these things be fulfilled. Israel in 2038 would be 90 years old. 90 years old. Well,
that's right.
That still fits within a generation. Even in Psalm 90, where it says 70 years are determined, and if by strength they be fourscore, that's 80 years old. That would be the year 2028. So it's not out of reason to think that the tribulation period might be that far down the road. But think of everything that has to be put together to do that. A one world government, a one world monetary system. Now, all these things are in the making today, but how long?